Amyloidosis refers to a family of diseases in which abnormal proteins misfold and aggregate in amyloid fibrils. These fibrils are deposited in the organs, preventing them from functioning properly. Every patient has a different amyloid deposit pattern. The most commonly affected organs are the kidneys, heart, peripheral nervous system, digestive tract, and skin. Amyloidosis is classified according to the protein responsible for the disease. Among all these forms of amyloidosis, AL amyloidosis and ATTR amyloidosis are the ones that usually damage peripheral nerves. In ATTR amyloidosis, the transthyretin protein is misfolded. Its four monomer components break apart and aggregate in amyloid fibrils. ATTR amyloidosis can be acquired or hereditary. When a genetic mutation is responsible for the transthyretin misfolding, the disease is hereditary. This form is also called familial amyloid neuropathy.
Autosomal dominant hereditary amyloidosis means that your children have a 1 in 2 chance of inheriting it. It is a very serious disease that involves cardiac problems, hypertension, weight loss, diarrhea, and global dysautonomia. It is thus important to diagnose it.
But transthyretin can also misfold because of its accumulation in the system of an aging patient. When this happens, the disease is not hereditary. It is called wild-type ATTR amyloidosis. AL amyloidosis is acquired. In AL amyloidosis, plasma cells produce abnormal immunoglobulins. Because of this defect, immunoglobulins light chains increase in quantity. They aggregate in fibrils that get deposited in the organs. These forms of amyloidosis are commonly called amyloid neuropathies.
They are sensory neuropathies responsible for pain and motor neuropathies, with weakness of the limbs, legs and hands. Autonomic neuropathies are quite particular and involve the autonomic nervous system that controls autonomic body and organ functions.
With amyloid neuropathy, all presentations are possible, from demyelinating and axonal forms, forms with tingling in the toes, orthostatic hypertension forms, diarrhea or heart disease forms, and they range from very florid up to mild.
As for symptoms, I have heart damage. It started as a neurological problem. There was a conduction delay between the atria and ventricles, leading to arrhythmia problems. At the same time, I felt sensory disturbances in my feet. Once, I was swimming in the sea while snorkeling and came back to find that my feet were covered in sea urchin spines without me noticing a thing.
Peripheral neuropathy primarily causes tingling in the feet and foot pain, but it is not normal for difficulty walking to occur.
In my opinion, any weight loss is a red flag. So are dysautonomia, hypertension, and associated heart disease. So a rapidly progressing neuropathy.
It is an aggressive and progressive neuropathy. There is something new every 6 months. Someone who just had odd feelings in their feet is seen again 6 months later and complains of leg weakness and difficulty walking. When you see them 6 months later, they have lost 5 kilos, and after 6 more months they have hand complaints. So it's a progressive neuropathy. When faced with this neuropathy that seems rather severe, general practitioners must be able to turn to a reference center for neuromuscular diseases to investigate further and order specific blood tests. They are sophisticated tests that can go very quickly, with answers in a couple of weeks.